Nutrition: How to Access Healthy and Affordable Food by Zoe,
Chris,
and Kiarius.
Importance of nutrition. Nutrition is essential for living a healthy lifestyle. Living a healthy lifestyle means eating a variety of foods every day while still maintaining balance. Not only does living a nutritious lifestyle improve physical health, but also your mental health. Eating right means thinking right. While eating healthy seems pretty simple, there are many things to consider. Where do we find adequate protein sources? What are the best sources of protein, dairy, whole grains, fruits, and vegetables? What are some of the risk diseases associated with food? And most importantly, where do you find healthy yet affordable food? The best foods. In order to eat balanced meals full of variety, it is crucial to know the food sources with the best nutritional value. Protein and fiber should be consumed at every meal. Protein. While meats are the best source of protein, they are definitely not the only. Fish, beans, nuts, eggs, and dairy are all great sources of protein. A great source of protein and fiber, averaging at about $1 per can, is black beans. Not only are black beans rich in fiber and protein, but also calcium, potassium, and folic acid. The fiber in black beans will slow the rate that sugar is absorbed into the bloodstream, making you less likely to overeat. Chicken and fish. About $3 per pound, a small fresh chicken breast is actually about 25 cents cheaper than a McDonald's McChicken and is abundant in protein. Enjoy a chicken breast grilled, baked, or make a soup out of it. Canned salmon costs about $1.50 per can and is full of omega-3, a great source of healthy fat that is essential in our diets. Some research even says that diets rich in omega-3 help lower levels of depression. Dairy. Dairy is essential in the diet and serves more purposes to the body than most people perceive. Milk, cheese, and yogurt all provide nutrients that help maintain an overall healthy body. These nutrients are crucial for healthy bones and teeth, regulation of metabolism, growth and repair, and healthy eyes, skin, and hair. Cottage cheese averages at about $3.50 per 16-ounce container and is very high in protein. Cottage cheese works great with all flavors. Try it with fruit or cook it into a sauce. Low-fat milk is usually $4 per gallon and can be used in different ways, like with cereal or for a smoothie. Whole grains. Eating whole grains is one of the best things you can do for your body to reduce the risk of chronic diseases. Some of these diseases include stroke risk, type 2 diabetes, heart disease risk, and obesity. Surprisingly, popcorn can be a very healthy snack. Try choosing the plain popcorn with no added ingredients and add your own spices. Popcorn is great for your teeth and a perfect source of fiber. When given the choice between brown and white rice, try choosing brown as it can help lower your risk of diabetes and is usually about $2 per pound. Fruits. Incorporating more fruit in your diet can be an extremely beneficial thing as it consists of natural sugars and has many effects on the body. Some of these effects include acts as antioxidants that fight against cancer, clear your mind, offer essential vitamins, hydrate your body, and help lower cholesterol. Grapes usually average at about $1.50 per pound and are great if you are trying to lower your cholesterol. Freezing grapes is a great alternative to candy. Oranges are one of the best fruits you can eat because not only are they high in citrus but also in fiber, folate, and potassium. At about $1 per pound, try making fresh squeezed orange juice to replace sugary drinks. Vegetables. Contrary to popular belief, vegetables can actually be very tasteful and have wondrous effects in your body. Vegetables release toxins, lower risk of disease, balance your taste buds, and even increase attentiveness. Kale might just be the queen of all fruits and veggies, as it averages at about $2 per bunch and contains vitamins A, C, K, and fiber, potassium, iron, and calcium. A little goes a long way with kale. Edamame is an unusual vegetable that, with a little salt, works as a great afternoon snack. A 10-ounce package of frozen edamame averages at about $3 per pound.
nutrient-dense foods. Nutrient-dense are foods that have a lot of nutrients but a few calories. It is important to look for foods that contain vitamins, minerals, and complex carbohydrates, lean protein, and healthy fats. This means you want to locate foods and produce products that have the most nutrients with the least amount of calories. Why is nutrient density so helpful? because it gives you concentrated amount of valuable nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, fiber, essential fatty acids, and
phytonutrients, to name a few.
Example, let's say you're low on vitamin E and decide to eat a food that is not nutrient dense. A slice of run-off-the-mill white bread will give you about 1/10 of a milligram of vitamin E. This is 1/10 of a milligram costs you about 80 calories, the number of calories in a slice of many white breads. What to look for? The first one is vegetables. Next is whole grains, and finally dairy products. If lactose is a problem, then maybe look into tablets, canned fish, frozen yogurt, soy beverages, tofu to get the vitamin D. How to approach nutrient density? When people think of getting protein in your system, many people think of meats. In other words, a good old steak might not be the best, healthiest way to get your protein. Instead, look at getting protein in different ways, such as try replacing some meat and poultry with seafood or bean, tofu, or pea dishes. Here's an example. On the left, we have high calorie, low nutrient density, and on the right, we have low calorie, high nutrient density. And as you can see the differences in the protein, calories, and carbohydrates and the fats. Places where you can shop on a budget. First one is Aldi, Walmart, and Trader Joe's. All of these have great products for low prices. Things to remember. When you go to these stores, the key is to look at the nutrition labels on the back of products and see the ingredients. Examples on the next slide. Sometimes the cheapest products on the market can contain unhealthy ingredients. Eating these types of foods can cost you thousands of dollars later down the road in health medical bills if your nutritional needs are not taken care of.
Here is an example of a nutrition label. Start with the serving size and make sure you are looking at the amount of the serving size per cup because looks can be deceiving. So for this nutrition label, it says serving size is 2 per container. Look at the trans fat and try to pick foods that are especially low in trans fat, as that is one of the worst things to put inside of your body. At the bottom in the blue, we see the vitamins that are included in this food, the sugars are included, the protein, the dietary fibers, cholesterol, sodium, and at the bottom is the footnote, which is the total fat, and it'll give you the less than and more than the amount of calories that it serves.
Some nutrition-related diseases in the U.S. today.
Kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor is the loss of muscle mass, the inability to gain weight, fatigue caused by lack of protein. Osteomalacia, aka rickets, is the softening of the bones, and this is a vitamin D deficiency.
Type 2 diabetes. According to the American Diabetes Association, type 2 diabetes is the most common type of diabetes. It affects how the body metabolizes glucose and sugar. Some signs to look for is increased thirst, frequent urination, weight loss, vision problems, fatigue, weakened wound healing, and skin discoloration. Ways to help prevent these diseases from the previous slide. Have a good variety of healthy foods from the 5 food groups each day. Aim for about 2 servings of fruit and some vegetables each day if possible. Next, only on occasion eat sugary, salty, or fatty foods. Drink fresh, clean tap water instead of sugary drinks. Switch over to healthy recipes that look and taste good. Plan your meals ahead and shop for healthy ingredients. And lastly, enjoy cooking and eating healthy food with family or friends and without distractions such as television. If you find it hard to change your diet and because of cost, first you should begin by keep track of your food intake by writing down what you eat and drink every day. This will help you see if you need to eat more from any food groups, such as vegetables, fruits, or dairy products, or if you need to eat less of a food group, such as processed or high-fat foods. Cut out the unnecessary purchases such as chips, sodas, etc. Next, think about asking for help from a dietitian, doctor, especially if you have a medical issue that requires you to follow a special diet as well.
Processed foods. The term processed food applies to any food that has been altered from its natural state in some way, either for safety reasons or convenience. Processed foods aren't necessarily unhealthy, but anything that's been processed may contain added salt, sugar, and fat. Examples of these processed foods are breakfast cereals, cheese, bread, savory snacks such as crisps, meat products such as bacon, and drinks such as milk or soft drinks. Enriched foods. You will find this label mostly on flour, bread, tortillas, and pasta. Enriched foods during the refining process have valuable nutrients stripped away. Most commonly, this refining process is done with wheat and results in white flour. The wheat grain, when processed, contains the hull from the kernel and is brown. Food manufacturers strip the bran away in the refining process, creating white flour but with the loss of valuable nutrients. Then B vitamins are enriched into the flour because they are stripped away in the first place when the flour was made. Fortified foods. Foods including dairy products, orange juice, cereals, and juices have vitamins and minerals added to increase their nutritional value. Often, food manufacturers will plaster on a fortified with essential vitamins and minerals label. In a natural health world, this is just a code for covering up that there is a significant amount of high fructose corn syrup in or sugar in that box. This happens a lot with cereals. Recently, some food manufacturers have switched to whole grain cereals, but don't be fooled. Just because they are using whole grains doesn't make it a healthier option. The sugar in these products are huge. Refined foods. Refined foods are foods that have some part taken away from it, making it less nutritious than before this process. After this process has occurred, they lose their status of being natural. Refined foods may be altered in such a way that can affect your health. For example, refined foods are quickly broken down into simpler sugars during digestion. They are then absorbed into your bloodstream. If you are eating this food without protein or fat, your blood sugar levels will spike and then crash, draining your energy. Whole foods. Whole foods are the most nutritious of all foods previously spoke about. Whole foods are foods that have been processed or refined as little as possible and completely free of additives. Examples of whole foods in vegetables include whole fruits and vegetables includes apples, peaches, bananas, grapes, mangoes, figs, lemons, dandelion greens, kale, carrots, tomatoes, squash, eggplants, yams, and others. Health experts believe that consuming more whole foods is the best way for improving health and preventing disease. MyPlate.com. MyPlate is the current nutrition guide published by the United States Department of Agriculture. A food circle, i.e. a pie chart, depicting a plate setting with a plate in glass divided into 5 food groups. MyPlate.com offers information on food, weights, and calories, and interactive features that helps with exercise information and monitoring it. MyPlate is always there for reference when you have any questions about food groups or exercise related. My plate suggestion. Make half your plate fruits and vegetables. Switch to fat-free or low-fat milk. Make at least half your grains whole grains. Go lean with protein. Compare sodium in foods like soup, bread, and frozen meals, and choose foods with lower numbers. Drink water instead of sugary drinks. Find a balance between food and physical activity. Enjoy your food, but eat less. Avoid oversized portions.
Summary. Eating healthy doesn't have to be a hassle. Many foods can be cooked differently, offering many different choices. When eating at fast food restaurants, the best thing you can do for yourself is to order water instead of soda. Try ordering fruit instead of fries with your meal, and go easy on the sauces as they contain unneeded extra sugar. Read the ingredient list and try to avoid foods high in trans fat. Eat a variety of foods while still maintaining balance. For a free downloadable cookbook with meals under $4, visit www.leannebrown.com. Thank you for watching.
Thanks.